away from you, and you help me through. In him there is no failure. Look to the hills, dry your tears. In him, get more than you bargained for. In him, you're more than a conqueror. In Jesus, the victory is mine. Safe all the time when the devil tried to push me under. It was you who came with the thunder. You're my shelter from the storm and the rain. Healed all my hurt and pain. The victory is mine. I cannot be defeated. Although it may be hard, just go and win. The victory is mine. I cannot be defeated. Although it may be hard, just go win. How can I be defeated when all that I do is win? Your name is undefeated. You're really my closest friend. Things may seem kinda crazy, but it's working in the end just because you called me. Now I can rest assured that you will do just what you said. You've come through so many times that numbers just leave my head. Instead of stressing out, I choose to praise you now instead, 'cause I know you got me. The victory is mine. I cannot be defeated. Although it may be hard, just go and don't give up. The victory is mine. Don't give in.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the Early Morning Praise with Todd Mickens. We're going straight into the show. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Let's go.
CEO Todd Mickens.
Yeah.
Let's give him the
Hope
early
you
morning
enjoyed.
praise, baby. Let's go.
It's time to wake up, y'all.
Get up. Get up.
Yeah. Welcome to the early morning praise.
Yep. We're going in early this morning, guys. Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it.
It's time to wake up, y'all.
Tammy, what's going on? Good morning.
Welcome to the early morning praise.
Kaylin, what's going on? Good morning.
Yeah.
Tammy from
Time to show love, y'all. Yeah. Welcome to the early morning praise. Welcome to the early morning praise.
I want to know how everybody.
It's time to wake up, y'all. Yeah. Welcome to the early morning praise. Early morning. Yeah.
We'll have a good show this morning.
It's the early morning praise. It's the early morning praise. Yeah.
Come on, guys. Get up. Let's go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it. Share it live.
It's the early morning praise. It's the early morning praise. Yeah. Early morning praise. It's the early morning praise. Yeah. Welcome to the early morning praise.
Mentor of mine. Why don't you all give Mr. George Dean a round of applause? Come on. Well, I learned and depend on. I've learned and trust. I found out He will, 'cause I learned to lean heavenly. Yeah, I depend on. Do I got a witness? Anybody here that's trusting? Well, I found out. Yeah, I found out. I found out. If I trust him, he will. I learn to lean. I learn to lean. I learn to lean. Everlasting. Jesus is alive and well. Jesus is alive and well. Right now he sits on the throne. He can see what's going on. Oh, Jesus is alive and well. Right now he's sitting on the right hand of the Father, pleading for you and I. You can tell him, everybody, you tell him Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive and well. Jesus is alive and well. Right now he sits on the throne. He can see what's going on. Oh, Jesus is alive and well. Right now he's sitting on the right hand of the Father, pleading for you and I. Won't you tell him, everybody, you tell him Jesus is alive. Yes, Jesus died on a place they call Calvary. The man went in the grave, they 3 long years, but he rose with the victory. Grave gave up the victory, death lost its stain. Jesus live again, oh, power in his hand. Won't you tell him, everybody, you tell him Jesus is alive. Everybody tell him he's alive. He's alive. Jesus. Come on, children, let's have a good time. All we gotta do is get Jesus. Gotta get Jesus. Listen, everybody, we gotta get a will. Jesus will. You can count on the Lord. Thank him because you're doing. Praise him because you're. Come on, let's have it. Come on, let's have it. I wonder, can I say it again? Come on, children, let's have a good time. All you gotta do is get Jesus. Gotta get Jesus. Listen, everybody, we gotta get a will. Jesus will. You can count on the Lord. Thank him because you're doing. Praise him because you're. Come on, let's have a. 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 I want to ask you one more thing. I want to ask you one more thing. Did you come here to have a? Did you come here to have a? Or do you really want to have a? Or do you really want to have a? Or do you know you can have a? Or do you know you can have a? God wants you to have a. God wants you to have a. God wants you to have a. Now if you came here to have a, and you really want to have it, and you know you can have it, and you really want to have it, you ought to turn around and tell somebody, turn around and tell somebody, come on. have a, let's have a, let's have a, let's have a, come on and let's have a, come on and let's have a, he's already waiting on you, he's already waiting on you, thank him, thank him, thank him, praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, God wants you to have a, God wants you to have a, come on, 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 and let's have a, come on, come on, come on. Everybody, come on, clap your hands.
South Carolina, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Mickens family! Y'all ready? Y'all know what time it is. Do what I want you to do. Come on. Get up out of the seats. Shout to you. Better. Come on. Get up out of the seats. Come on now. Shout, shout, shout. Get up out of your seat and shout to you. Get up out of your seat and shout to you. Wow! Y'all want to hear a little bit more of that? Let's go one more round. Tell your neighbor, ain't no party.
Yes, I saw the demonstration. It's a grade A diaper. The old competitors, they all failed. The second, third, and fourth place. The number one brand was this cute leaf diaper. Yep, this cute leaf diaper right here. But what blows me away about it is you get this 50-pack for $12.99. All sizes, 0 through 5, for $12.99. And if you're in the metro area, they'll deliver it to you. Same day delivery, but you gotta be buying 2 packs. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Just pick up the phone, call the number, Discount Diaper World. And I'm gonna put a pamper on you too, Pablo.
I can't give up. I can't give up now. You see, I come too far to turn around now. Mr. George, would you stand one time?
I can't give up. I can't give up now. You see, I've come too far to turn around now. George, if you don't mind,
Let me say one more thing. Sometimes I find myself standing at the crossroads in my life, standing there wondering which way should I turn? Seems like every time I turn to my right side, do you know what I find? I find trouble, confusion, misunderstanding. It's all right on my right side. and I find out somebody's sick, somebody's in the hospital, somebody done passed and gone on, and every time I look, I see healed, healed, and more 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 healed, that are already waiting on me. Make me feel like going somewhere for my God. Sit down and just walk. But after I take inventory over my life, I wonder if anybody here ever turn and look back over your life and see all the hills and see all the mountains. God has already brought me over, and that makes me know, and that makes me know I can't give up. No.
Family, friends, and supporters of Roy and Revelation, we need your help. Roy and Revelation have made it to the second ballot of the Stellar Gospel Music Awards for Quartet of the Year. Public voting is open, and we have just a week left. So we are asking you to do 3 things. Number 1, visit www.thestellarawards.com. Number 2, vote Roy and Revelation in category number 25. Number 3, ask a friend, family member, co-worker, or church member to do the same. Again, that's visit www.thestellarawards.com. Vote Roy and Revelation in category number 25. Roy and Revelation greatly appreciates your support. Have a blessed day, and may heaven smile upon you. Let's pull together.
C. Snell Productions proudly presents Deacon Brown and the Harmonizing 648th Anniversary Celebration.
Jesus is coming.
Sunday, June 11th. Doors open at 4. Program will begin at 5. Coming to the Calhoun County High School, 150 St. Avenue in St. Matthew. Featuring Roy and Revelation. Sonny Brown Experience. Mary Myers and the Team of Joy. The Singing Angels. New Elevation and the Mighty Gospel Saints. Admission $15 the advance, $20 at the door. 3 $100 prizes for raffle will be given away. Hosted by Terry Williams. For more information, call 803-479-5489 or 803-682-2885. Make plans now to attend the 48th anniversary celebration of Deacon Brown and the Harmonizing 6.
Jesus is coming.
Sunday, June 11th, coming to the Calhoun County High School, 150 Saints Avenue in St. Matthews, South Carolina.
Singing when you see me living right. When you see a good God Almighty living right. When you see me living right. You see, Lord, I'm trying. You ought to take the Lord with you. Oh, everywhere you go. Yes, you ought to take the Lord with you. Oh, everywhere. Lord, I know I got religion, and I'm not. Oh no. Let me tell you something. You know, every day I'm walking, I got to run. sing. Come on. He paid the cost. He paid the cost. Talking about Jesus. So my soul. Let me sing a verse right here. Come on, everybody, clap your hands. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son to die. The world of God said, believe in him, may have everlasting life. He paid the cost. He paid the cost. Talking about Jesus, so my soul. So my soul, let's go to work. Come on, I'm glad everybody hear me say Jesus paid. Jesus paid the cost. He paid the cost. Everywhere I go, let the world know. Talking about Jesus. He paid. Jesus. He paid. Jesus. He paid. Talking about Mary's baby. Help me say, I feel all right now. Sing. I feel all right now. I feel all right. Come on. He paid the cost. He paid the cost. So would be oh, yeah. All right. We got to get out of here now. Are y'all ready for a ride? Let me hear you voice say yeah. Anybody need any money in this house tonight? If you need any money, let me see you raise both of your hands tonight. Yeah. You need some money tonight here. I don't have the money, but I know a man that got it. I know a man that owned the cattle on 1,000 hills. And if y'all don't mind, if you believe by faith, and put them hands in the air and help us sing a little bit of this song. Say, oh, my Father is rich. Come on, church. My Father is rich. In houses and land. In houses and land. He holds the world in the palm of his hand. In his hand. He got rubies and diamonds. Rubies and diamonds. Silver and gold. My Father got riches.
Guys, what's going on? Good morning. I hope you're ready. We're gonna have an awesome time this morning. I see the numbers are a little low this morning, but that's okay. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Thank you for tuning in to Todd Mickens Let's Talk About It podcast. It's just an honor and a privilege, I must say, to be with you guys this morning. I am sitting here just reminiscing and thinking about so many different things and aspects of my life, the where I am at in my life at this moment. How did I get here? And I must say, I do believe the journey I am on, the journey I have come to on the road that I am traveling, has a lot to do with the beautiful, loving, kind um, women that are mothers that are in my life. And I must say, there are a lot of mothers who are important to me as far as outside of my birth mother, my grandmothers, and my wife and my mother-in-law. But definitely um, uh, those five are very, very, very important to me. So very important. So I was just sitting back thinking as I was posting how the impact they've had on me. And y'all let me know if you can hear me clearly in the chat. Um, Somebody type in if you can hear me in the chat, whether I am low or whatever. I need to know. And a good morning. Let me go back and get everybody who's already in the chat. And I'm going to play some more music. I'm going to play another video, one of my favorite videos, of course. And this is um, y'all are getting bonus footage, okay? To uh, as we go into the chat, right? Y'all getting bonus footage. Um, and like I said, it's just awesome day, man. Let me see. Okay, here very well. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And we've already got our inspirational thought or reading from my good brother Craig Stutes. Very astute Craig Stutes, very good friend of mine. And we're going to read that after the video that I am going to have. And once more, and again, man, I thank you guys just for being a part. And like I said, when I was looking into, just thinking about the mothers that I am connected to, and I think I'm gonna talk about each one of those individuals individually starting out the show, and then we're going to branch off into some other things. But I want to get another video in for you guys, and I think it's become a fan favorite. It's definitely one of mine. I can't wait until another one comes up. But we're going to play this video, and then we're going to prepare. Excuse me, prepare. We're going to get ready for the rest of the show. But again, thank you for tuning in to Todd Mickens Let's Talk About It uh, podcast. We're going to play just a tad snippet of the preview. Well, no, let's go straight into this. This is my top of the line, one of my top three videos, and I'll probably play all three. I played Taylor Vereen earlier this morning. Very, very inspiring, up and coming, a young gospel singer. Well, I'm just gonna say young. Uh, Cheryl, get your words out, Pastor Cheryl. I'm trying. I had a long. I just flew back in from Philadelphia last night, and I am maybe I probably look tired today, but yeah, I am tired. But yeah, Taylor Vereen is a very good upcoming singer. I've been on her family, went to school with her mother, and went to her grandmother and her father and all this fellowship at the same church at one point in time. Me and her father entangled in some business opportunities that has came up in my future, well, into my now being through Discount Diaper World, who is a sponsor of the show. So, like I said, but nevertheless, let us go ahead and here for about 4 minutes. Tune in as we listening to one of the best, if not the best, up and coming, even though they've been around a long time, gospel groups that is really kicking up some dust. They kicking up some dust in the quartet field. Been around for a while, but now they starting to really get some traction, and that's none other than uh my pops, my brothers, my cousins, my family, the Mickens family. So let's listen, guys. Time is winding. Listen, everybody, go ahead and tag 3 people. Just give me 3. Tag 3 people. Tag 3 people. Get them in here. Matter of fact, let's do that together right now. Uh, we're not gonna go nowhere until I see some tagging. Let's see some tagging, guys. Let's see some tagging. Let's get some tagging in here. Yep. Uh-uh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's get some tagging going on in here. All right. Shh, shh. Don't do that. Let's get some tagging. I'm gonna go ahead and tag my mother, of course. Let me go ahead and tag my father, of course. Let me just go ahead and let me just keep a tagging as I'm a tagging. How about that? That'll work. I'm gonna tag all the Mickens I can. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna just tag Mickens. Every Mickens that pop up, we just gonna tag them, right? Yep. Well, that's a lot of Mickens. Okay. Uh, let's see. Let's do that. Mickens. I know if I do that particular Mickens group, all the family members should get it. Yeah, let's do it like this, and uh, y'all just keep on. Listen, y'all help me tag. The only way we gonna tag, continue on is we need to tag, right? Okay, there we go, Cheryl. I see. Travisha Mickens is tagged. Um, she's tagging. I'm gonna just keep on. Uh, uh, Baby girl, Mickens, Travisha hit all the west. I'm trying to get the Mickens. She gonna hit the west. We gonna double team. Tag in the bridges. Oh, I got to add another. I got to add another picture to my list. Yeah, I got to add someone else to the list. I believe this will be enough for me on this end. On that one, I'm just gonna tag those people. And listen, sure, it look like me, you, and Mrs. CEO is the only ones tagging here. We got to get some. Yeah, yeah, get them in here. Cheryl, trying to let me back it up. Cheryl got it. Um, okay. I didn't miss some. I didn't miss some. There we go. Uh, there we go. Let me start here. Tamara West, Sheila, aka Dr. Sheila. Shout out to my sister-in-law receiving her doctor's degree. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I know it is in the medical field. So shout out to my sister-in-law, Dr. Sheila West, um, Deborah Palmer, uh, Miss Thomas, my father-in-law Mike West, my brother-in-law. Yeah, we need to get all of them here. Michael West, Michelle Meach, Miss Johnny May Rich. Um, Go ahead and get Jalen Bridges in here. Celia Nesbitt, Stephanie Park. That's right. Help me get all the Braylon Big. Get him in. Barbara likes Brigman. Get them in here. Zenobia Corley. What's going on? I hope she is Radio Francina. Good morning and happy Mother's Day to you. Right? Yeah. Yashika Bridges as well as Evangelist Janice Bridges, and that's what I'm saying. I got to go back and add something. But we're gonna go ahead and play this song, and by the time we finish with this song, we're going to. That's right, Dina Brown, Sonny Brown. Let's get these folks in here. We're gonna talk today. We're going straight in, guys. So y'all enjoy this video, and yes, it's my favorite video. Yes, it's my daddy.
Together. Help us sing a little bit of this song. Look at here. Woo! Time is winding up now. Start again, y'all. Keep on. Start one more time. Time is. Start again, boy. Time is. Are you ready to get your house in order? Y'all better get your house in order. You better get your house in order. You better get your house in order. You know why the time is winding up. Tell your daughters, fathers, tell your sons, preachers, tell your members, don't let them catch you with your work undone. You know why? Time, every day, y'all. Time. Yep, y'all.
Let me give y'all one more because I want to make sure I get this post taken. Let me give y'all one more video. And this matter of fact, let me get y'all. Um, let me see which one do I really want y'all to get. Uh, let me give y'all a little bit of.
Lied on, yes. Mistreated, yes. Talked about, yes. My soul, say yes, yes. To your will, yes. To your way, yes. To your will, yes. To your way, yes. To your will, yes. To your way, yes. Your will, yes. Your way, yes. Your will, yes. Your way, yes. Your will, yes. Your way, yes. Your will, your way, yes. Your will, your will, your will, your will, your will, your way, my soul, say yeah, yeah, oh, take the time, yes, 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 yes.
Here we go. We on the way. Let's do it. Y'all get ready. We getting ready to come on in here. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. Coming in strong. Everyone got to talk about these important women in my life. All right, that's enough. Listen, happy Mother's Day to everybody, all the mothers. And again, we're going to talk about. I just I had to make some adjustments. You start calling out names and stuff, you be done forget or leave out some things. But there's definitely some in particular, women that I definitely must. Listen, happy Mother's Day to all mothers. But there are. So Shay Marie, what's going on? Shay Marie, what's going on? And listen, now this one here, listen, she knows the story, she knows the glory behind uh everything. She was when I was doing wrong and used to come by the house and me and her sons would go riding out and come back late or leave early, whatever. I used to be scared of this lady right here, but Mama Esigana, man, I used to be scared to look her in the eyes because I knew if she was to ask where we was going, I knew she would knew we was lying. I used to be like, man, I ain't coming to y'all house, man. Hey, man, y'all just meet me outside. I'm gonna blow the horn. Yeah, she used to be on this, man. She used to give us that look like, what y'all getting ready to do? Yeah, Mama Ghana, love her so very much. Um, Craig said Mickey's music only thing better is heavy load. Yep, and listen, I'm going to start bringing back my heavy loads. I would bring back heavy load today, but I got some new equipment over there and I haven't quite hooked it up. But I got something coming for heavy load. Um, Martha Banks, that's right. Let's get these Aura Luckett. What is going on? Good morning. How you doing? Listen. Listen, tuning in all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, listen on this beautiful Sunday morning. And thank you so very much. Happy Mother's Day, says Aura, to all. Okay, okay, like Ray Charles. Okay, okay, all right now. Okay, we're gonna get into the podcast. First, uh, happy congratulations to all those that have kids, grandkids, whatever, graduating and for prom. Now I would fuss because I do have something I want to say about our daughters and sons and proms and graduations and all this, but let me go back before I do that, before I forget our inspirational word of today. And this is coming from Brother Stooks. Marriage is hard, divorce is hard, choose your heart. Obesity is hard. Fit is hard. Choose your heart. Being is dead is hard. Being financially disciplined is hard. Choose your heart. Communication is hard. Not communication not communicating, excuse me, is hard. Choose your heart. Life will never be easy. It will always be hard, but we can choose our heart. So choose wisely. Man, listen, that probably uh one of the better ones you have given me, brother Stooks, man. That really don't need uh no added annotations or whatever. That's just listen, life in general is is hard, but you can choose which hard that you deal with. I like how you said that marriage is hard. Well, divorce is hard. Being in shape is hard. But being out of shape is hard because it's not healthy, right? Uh, being financially stable is hard. Being unfinancially stable is hard because it causes problems. But choose which hard you want in your life. I love that, man. Hey, that was a good one, brother Stoops. I like that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Cheryl says, "Amen." Um, glory to God for His grace on your life, son. Love you too. Happy Mother's Day to your mom and wife. Also, other mothers, blessing all. Thank you, Mama Ghana. Appreciate you. Love you so very much. Okay, now let me jump on this right here, and then we're gonna go into some more Mother's Day stuff. Normally around this time, I am excited, although concerned, during the graduating season, during the prom season. Reason being, and I don't know how it started or whether it's competition or whether it's I ain't gonna say competition because I know everybody wants the best for their children, but you know, parents and grandparents, we got to be more careful when prom time comes. I don't think that we understand the psychological or mental state that we put our kids in during prom and graduating seasons. Truth be told, most kids who graduate from high school probably still not even can can gas the mental capacity of being a young adult. They are pretty much still children, even though they're going off to college. They're pretty much still children. But there's a I guess an ongoing thing where we immediately put our sons and daughters in the most adult situations, especially during prom. I'm seeing we put our daughters in revealing gowns or dresses that's showing curves and herbs and I guess to a sexiness. And I don't know, it's I get it, but what just happened to elegance? you know uh we have more mothers nowadays encouraging their kids to take these very, and some of y'all may or may not agree with this, mothers, but some of you mothers, whether you realize or not, you are putting your daughters in a very sexualized um appearance. I don't, and fathers who allow it to happen, especially when and then we go to the extreme and we go out and get these high powered vehicles for these kids to drive during the prom session or whatever. These cars got 390,000 horsepowers up on them, and your child barely drive your car, but you would trust them for the weekend or for a night to put them in a high, expensive, powered luxury vehicle and then send them on their way. And I think more or less, and parents, you can chime in and tell me whether you think I'm right or wrong. I think more or less, especially with social media being as prominent as it is today. And again, I want you all to share this. This is good information. I think as powerful and prominent as social media is today, it becomes I want to do that for my child. I want to see. I want people. And parents, y'all, not listen. Is nothing wrong with rewarding your child or making sure they have the best. But I think a lot of times the parent is getting more out of it than the child should, if that makes sense. The parent is more. I did this. Look at what I look at. I mean, I'm seeing some, you know, uh, uh, some vehicles that even me myself as a grown man wouldn't even can't even really handle in the road, and parents are buying these cars and they're sending the kids off for an hour or 2 to 3 hours, and just hopefully on the wing and the prayer, not even covering them per se, um, just telling them to be careful with the car, or and listen, I know it's a fine line between rewarding your child, but I think a lot of times the adults get caught up in look what I did, or look what I can do for uh, my son and daughter. And again, it definitely bothers me as far as the dress code with our young ladies. I think once graduation time kicks in, and maybe it's just in, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Maybe it's just in our culture as African Americans or black folks or whatever, however you identify, but brown skinned folks, we seem to, definitely with the female side, we seem to over sexualize, and almost, it's almost like we are forcing our children into a very adult situation that they are not really ready for. Now, I do understand times change, and the styles and the culture has changed, but these are still young men and women whose minds have not developed fully to even understand um, this world we live in. And like I said, and listen, naturally, a lot of females are blessed with how should I say it, with natural curves and all this, but it's I I just think it's just a lot. Uh, there's no there's no room for us, for men coming up, especially with the styles. There is no room to even wonder what a female style or body type is. That it's just, and I've even heard it in videos. Girls, show them hips, turn to the side. Yeah, and mothers, saying this, and I'm like, wow. And it's more or less of look what I've done, or look what I've created, and look at my daughter's dress, look at my son's car, look what we did. They got escorted by helicopters, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, I don't want nobody, because I'm not salty. It's just a concern that I think that we need to take more seriously. What do they call the dancing dolls, or the people in the, especially in the HBCU bands, the dancing dolls, where they're, the majorette girls, and they wearing all this stuff, and they just boom boom blah clack clack. I'm like, wow, that's how we be like, oh, that's how I cut. Dun, 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 dun. I be hearing, girl, dance, girl, show your stuff. Like, and we wonder why other races or other genres or other people don't respect us as a people, or as a culture. Is because we over sexualize and we don't respect ourselves. Now, I'm not gonna stay on that too long. Aura, I don't think that they even like this type of conversation here, because I see the numbers are dropping. Some of y'all probably put your children in some very sexualized clothing, and and you wonder why you wonder why they walk around with attitude and thinking they're grown, because you have given them that psychologically, you have pushed them into that and again, it's nothing wrong with having a nice dress now, and I am specifically speaking of coming 12th grade proms and going into high school and college. Because listen, be honest, once your children reach a certain age and move out the house, there's some things that you can or can't control anyway. But I just think psychologically, not even knowing, we kind of push our children into a frame of thinking uh that we really don't that they really don't understand. Now let's get to the Mother's Day, because I see y'all kind of salty today. But again, welcome to the Todd Mickens. Let's talk about the podcast where I am. This is Todd Mickens, your CEO. We're going to talk about mothers. I'm going to bring up a post from Facebook and get you guys. I'm going to read this paper and I'm going to try to go to each mother that I posted. And we're going to go from there. I'm just going to talk about them a tad bit. And there's no particular order of importance because I love each and every one of these ladies unconditionally and in a different way, right? So let me see. Let's start here. Maybe I'll go here with this one. And no, I tell you what, let me give respect and honor to these two. Then we will go from there. Let me get out of that. The first one, let me share. I didn't share the screen that we're going to talk about, and this is going to be. This is here is my mother's mother. This is Mama Lily Bell Bolton. I used to love. I would cry when summertime was over because I would come down to spend time with my grandmother during the whole summer. These these was during the days when kids actually, I matter of fact, now that I think about it, I don't even think I had a choice. Back then, this was when parents like literally dropped their kids off for the whole summer. They just dropped them off, But I mean, I loved it. I loved this particular time of year, summertime, because I would come down here. I had a cousin, but my grandmother. It was just like, So even though I was born originally in Columbia, South Carolina, I lived over in Lincolnshire area. Lived over off of Park Lane. I think those are the only two areas in that I remember. It's Lincolnshire area, which is Columbia, over off Park Lane. But during the summertime, I was always down in Hopkins at my grandmother Lily Bell Bolton's um, home. And I tell you, man, she was a strong woman. She took care of kids that were, she had then raised her flock and end up raising some of the others flock kids. But that's just the importance and a strong. I seen my grandmother, Lily Bell Bolton, you know, uh, work, come home, cook, and she taught in her own way me and my other cousin at an early age about being a strong man. I mean, those were the days when kids, you know, used to have to go outside and rake the whole entire yard. Man, uh, grandma, I remember, there was some plum bushes, and my granny, she would come outside and if somebody wasn't her grandkids and they was in her grandkids bush, she'd throw a bullet in the air, if you know what I mean. And I ain't talking about with her hand, but I definitely love and appreciate my grandmother. Miss her so much. She passed some years ago. Um, but she was and an awesome impact in my life. Beth Carroll, what's going on, Beth? I was with Beth last night in Philadelphia at the E2M meetup in Philadelphia, which was awesome. Of course, Beth, as always, came with awesome energy. She also helped out strategically, very important with the setting up of the event. And Beth, I'm tired, Beth. I got back last night around about, I guess, right at 10. Walked in the door about 10 o'clock. Beth, I am tired. I went straight from the plane, straight to my car, straight to the house, sat down in the chair for a little while, and straight upstairs, shower and bed. And then 6 hours later, um, was up in here. What's going on, my cousin? Yeah, my cousin Lana. Yeah, man. Happy a heavenly Mother's Day to your mother as well. Um, and again, we have to keep in mind that we have family members who our mothers who have gone on, and now they're holding up the trying to hold the family unit together. And that was one of the significance about my mother's mother. This is my mother's mother right here, Lily Bell Bolton. She really, really, really held the Bolton side, my mother's side of the family together. She was true, 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 strong black woman, right? Yeah. Beth says, I had to go right back out for a birthday party after I got home. Yesterday was fabulous and yeah, 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 man. Hopefully next time we have a social event that's set up where we all can have an actual physical place to meet up outside of just at the gym. At the convention center. But Philadelphia was fun. Philadelphia was fun. Uh, yeah, and that's my mother's. This is my mother's mother, Lily Bell Bolton. Strong woman. Love her and miss her so kind, so dearly. And then we're gonna go, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's me and my mother. Let me go back this way. This is my dad's mother, Pastor Doctor Hattie M. Mickens. She was my first pastor. She holds a place very dear to my heart. She was my first pastor, and she uh, and those who are part of family churches probably can understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's not easy being in leadership and being the parent or grandparent of family, and she was just yeah, she let you know that it wasn't nothing going on better than Mickens, whether it was singing. And I knew um, um, the Mickens family. We didn't have the best of singers back then. We didn't have the best of musicians back then. We didn't have the best looking churches, but grandmama instilled in us by the way she walked and the way she carried herself about the name and our church. It was, listen, nothing was better on heaven or earth than her family. Her family, her sons, her daughter, her grandkids, her church. Um, she's probably the only person that I can say I never heard, and my grandfather that's in my life as far as it does, I never heard say one bad thing. Cause you hear grown folks talking. You might eavesdrop. I ain't never heard grandmama talking bad about another person. Oh yeah, Lulabelle. Lulabelle got some bad. I have never heard my grandmother, Doctor Hattie Mickens. I've never heard her say anything bad about anybody. And I know some of y'all done heard your mama and your grandmama talking about people. Now my mama's mom, on the other hand, now my mom, she she'll get you right now. She get you right. You ain't doing something right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, but she would get you right, definitely. Yeah, let's get Mark Austin in here, Kayvon, let's get him on in here. Daquan T Benford, yeah, let's get him in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But my dad's my I don't even know. Now he probably could tell you if he did, but I know as a grandchild, I don't think I ever heard her say anything outside of love, happiness, uh yeah, and maybe as a grandchild, maybe as her grandchild, maybe her kids got the blunt of my dad them might have got that side of her, but I don't even ever remember my grandfather, her husband, you know, saying a bad, and I don't mean just like cussing, I mean, but like saying like bad things or having a bad vibe. Granddaddy was always laid back and as big and as tall as compared to weight and size as he was to my grandmother. She seemed to be the uh one person. Good morning, Barbara. She seems to be the one person. Okay, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. One of the one person that could you know, maybe I ain't never seen them argue, you know. Yeah, man, man, when you just go back and think about, things that you never seen. But I never seen grandma talk bad about nobody. I never seen grandma. I don't think I ever seen her really fussing. Maybe telling us, you know, to clean up or get up or whatever. But yeah, man, that's amazing. But yeah, man, love this woman. She is also going on to be with the Lord, and like I say, we love and cherish her. Trisha Whitlock, what's going on, Trish? Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. Good to see you. Glad you glad you're in the chat. Glad you're in the live. We're trying to get Janice Woods in here as well. Janet, yeah, y'all get Janice Woods in here. But yeah, this is my father's mother. I love and like I said, she was my first pastor. Gave us the foundation about knowing Christ. Uh, and Grandmama, I love you, and um, I always have you in my heart. So those are my two grandmothers, Lily Bell Bolton and uh, Pastor Dr. Hattie M. Mickens. Let me go here and let's go find. Let's see. Got that. Boom. I'm gonna go here because that's my mother, and we're gonna go. Let's go here. There we go. This is Dr. Janice Bridges, Evangelist Janice Bridges. This is my wife's auntie, and and uh, when I met the Bridges, it's when I was a drum at their church, and of course, me and her son, which is my wife's cousin, we instantly clicked. We were just, we rolled together, went all the church service together, everything, had fun, and this is when guys, and when it was normal. I don't think it's normal now. Cause I ain't heard nobody saying about spending the night at somebody's house in a while, as far as like kids. But this is when it was normal, when kids would, you would go to somebody's house to spend the night and the weekend or whatever. But she was she didn't cut me no slack. She treated me like a son. And like I say, it's not a she didn't treat me like a nephew. She just took me in as a son. Uh, back in the day when you used to go to people's house and they just let you do whatever you want. Well, she wouldn't. She would be on us, making sure, no matter how late we stayed, especially Dr. Bridges, how late we stayed out or whatever, we getting up going to Sunday school in the morning. Man, there was some days, man. I remember Sister Evangelist Dr. Bridges. I say this funnily and jokingly, that I was like, man, I'm going over to Dr. Bridges' them house. And she was like, y'all hungry? I was like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, well, she gonna cook for us. I'm thinking, oh man, because she had Yash, Quay, Steven, and Nikki. She had 4 kids. And I was like, man, I know herself and Dr. Bridges. And I heard people going over their house to eat before. So I'm like, man, she about to lay it down. Dr. Bridges, old Mama Bridges about to lay it down. Man, I come up the stairs to the kitchen and I see some donuts, pork and beans, hot dogs, and I think some lima beans or maybe some corn. I was like, man, what kind of man, she had a combination up there I ain't never seen before. I was like, man, what kind of meal is this? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I mean, but I remember it was donuts, hot dogs, some type of might have been maybe some neck bones and some side. Man, this ain't no combination for the first family of the church, and I remember when I first told that story, man, she laughed, but yeah, my wife called her auntie. Auntie would cook, and that's the thing. She might come out and cook like a full course meal, anyway, from 3 or 4 type of meats, cakes, and then other times she'd be like, listen, y'all just got to whatever in there is in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Aura said, my dad is kind of cooking. Yeah, yeah. Now, not saying that she can't cook, but what I'm saying is that particular day, this had to be 20 years because me and my wife been together for 20 years. So this had to be at least about 25 years ago. You know, she did poker beans and some, I was thrown off. And I'm talking about like she went and got this stuff to cook, or maybe that was the quickest stuff and when she fixed the plate, I remember it was a weenie on the plate. It was a it was a donut and it was a neck bone. And I was like, as a poker bean, I'm looking like, man, what the world is going on here? But yeah, advantage that. And then another thing that I always hold dear to my heart for Dr. Bridges is when my wife conceived my daughter, she didn't have congested heart failure. Talking about my wife, not my daughter, but there was I don't know the correct medical term, but I think it was a murmur on her heart or something. They didn't monitor her correctly. So by the time the pregnancy came into fruition and my daughter was born, I think my wife had a lot of fluid around her heart. But let me just break it down. We had a newborn baby, and my wife wasn't in no critical death situation like with hoses going all down it. I don't want nobody to think I'm painting a bad picture or this horrific picture, but she was pretty much in ICU either days or either weeks, a week after my daughter was born, because they didn't monitor her heart correctly during the pregnancy. They had to keep a close eye on her. So, because there are some people who be in ICU, they not on their deathbed, but of course anything could have happened, you know. Uh, but yeah, and my first thought, we was newlywed, newly married. I had I was working 12-hour shifts as a welder, and there was nobody there. We didn't even have to ask. She was just like, I can't remember if she came to the house and got the baby or got my daughter from. I don't even know how but she was like, "Let me get that baby. Don't worry about it." Now, of course, all of us went to the same church. We live maybe about 5 or 10 minutes away from them. She was like, "Don't worry about it. We got her." And like I said, I don't remember if before or after my wife went to the hospital, whether we dropped my daughter off or whether we was at the hospital and she just was like, "Well, don't worry about it. We got her." Or whether she came over to the house or whether I don't even remember. I just remember she was like, "Don't worry about it. Let me get it." Yeah. Listen, I don't and listen, this is another thing. And I believe this is what was so different about the grandmothers from the past and those strong women from the past. I don't remember her ever saying, "Well, listen, I need some money for her formula, for her pampers, for this or that." Sister Bridges, um, I call her auntie as well. She just did it. They family just did it. They just took my daughter in, and and uh and I know my daughter don't remember that per se because she was so young, but I believe that's a real reason why they have a unique relationship because my daughter calls my wife's uncle and aunt uh Paw and Granny, and I think it's just a natural connection that they had. Plus, my wife's cousin Yashika had a set of twins, and of course, my daughter and the twins came up together. They was close. I mean, she got my daughter off the bus and all. Y'all know how we be using different addresses and getting them children dropped off at somebody else's house. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, all y'all done did it. All us done did it. Yeah, all us done did it now. All us done did it. Um, Honestly, Todd, I couldn't do it. I was hungry that day. Hey, sometimes when the meals came on, man, listen, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Moji Stokes, yeah, let's get these people in here. Lauren Ann Walls coming, Christopher Myers, yeah, yeah, Chad Kelly. Um, she said that's how those mothers back then fed. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, and I got another. This is about my sister Daphne. Back in those days, it wasn't like Burger King, Harris, or whatever our parents cooked. That's what it was. You are so very right. Good morning, Mother Tucker, Evangelist Michelle Tucker. We will be fellowshipping with her next week. Matter of fact, I got that fly. I'm gonna bring that flyer up on the. Did I download it? Let me see if I download. I might have downloaded, but yeah, we will be fellowshipping with her next weekend. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, we had to go to. I don't know where me and my wife went at, but we went out of town for a couple of days and we dropped my daughter off at I think Sister Bridges them had them, and no, my my sister had her for the weekend or week, and she dropped her off at the Bridges house because we was coming home and we was gonna pick my daughter up from. And when we left, yo, when we left, my daughter. Let me listen. This is no lie. My daughter was this size when we left. When my sister had my daughter for a couple of days, when we got back home, my daughter was this size. I don't even know if y'all can see it, but she was man. So when I walked in the house to go pick my daughter up, uh Christy, which is Steven's wife, you know, when we walked in the house, they looked at me, I looked at them, they said, we don't know what happened. That's how she was when we picked up, man. My sister had done fed my daughter so much. My daughter said she was like a plum about to pop. So we laugh about it to this day. My sister said, well, when she cried, I just put a bottle in her mouth. That was only time. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something family members do when you keep their children. Everybody do, because everybody figure they know the best way to raise a child. I ain't care if you say, yeah, I just give a straight. Listen, a family member, especially a grandmother or auntie, they gonna put some real food up in that child belly. Yeah, you can give them that Similac or that just straight milk or that powdered stuff or that sauce, but a auntie or a grandma, they gonna put some oatmeal in that bottle. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. They gonna put some oatmeal in that bottle. They gonna they gonna bite up the food and mashing in them churn out. I tell you what, my daughter ain't looked back since. She that was funny, man. Then my daughter went. I mean, it was just funny, man. It was just funny. I told my sister, I said, man, I said my daughter left one way. I'm gone a couple days, and she was plump, bro, when we got back. Yeah. But that's awesome. Let me get to the next one. But that's Dr. Evangelist Janice Bridges. I'll always be forever grateful to her and her family. So happy Mother's Day to Dr. Bridges, and not only Dr. Bridges, but I gotta find this here is I know we're coming to her. Where we going at right here? This is my wife's mother, Nevelyn West. She I remember we got our first when we was looking for our first house. She helped us out a whole lot. Then asking the question, we was like, hey, the people said this and we may need this, and it wasn't even a question. She was like, what I need to do. She was there for us. She and I love Mama Nevin West. Whenever I go down there to Mississippi, down there to Monticello, Mississippi, I am treated as a king. I am treated as listen. She makes sure I am well. Take Todd, what you want to do? What you want to eat? My wife be like, what you talking about? What he want to eat? What about us? She be like, girl, you better see what that man wants. So anytime that we go down there, off top, my wife be like, she would say, mama say what you want to eat, but now she said, well, what you want to eat? But this is where I'm getting at. She makes sure I feel at home. I remember one time, this was probably about 20 something years ago. I don't know if me and my wife was fussing coming from somewhere. We had then left. We came back to the house, and she ain't know I heard her. She was in there telling her mom about it, and her mom was like, "Well, but what you say to him? You just need to leave him alone. Why you keep bothering? Why you keep bothering?" My wife was like, "What you mean? Why I keep bothering? why don't you just leave them alone? And she was like, baby, what you want to eat? And I was like, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Right, man, that was funny, man. I was like, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. My wife be like, yeah, y'all make me sick. Y'all take it side at it. And I mean, I don't care if it's real fussing, play fussing, but Mama Nevlin, she gonna make sure I get my way when I'm down there in Mississippi. Yeah, and we, definitely anytime we go down there to spend time with Mama West, she, you know, don't want you to buy nothing. We going to the store. Y'all, I got that. Don't no. Matter of fact, Mama West would be like, Todd, you stay home. Me and the girls, we going. We going. What you want when we get back? You know, what you doing? How your day was? I mean, make me feel like a king, and I definitely appreciate this is the sister to um uh the lady I just had on the screen, Dr. Evangelist Bridges. That's a sister. So that's a great, powerful dynamic and situation that I have between these ladies so far, which is all of them different. I- Like I said, she always carries Mama Nevin West always carries herself in the most astute way. And listen, another thing I love about Mama West is Mama West is a sports fan. Oh my God. You know, listen, if you're not into sports or you don't like talking or people getting celebrating around while you watch the game, they ain't don't need to watch no game around Mama Neville West. Cause listen now, I'm a dude and I don't be, she be talking about the offense, the defense, and come on, what you doing? What you doing? That boy, I'm looking like man, So I really don't say nothing because she know more than I do. She be like, yeah, they supposed to be running a 3-2-1, and he running a 4-5. What? So Mama Neville be on, and she's an awesome singer too as well. Yeah, yeah. But like I say, Mama, many years ago, as well as still now today, she stepped in the gap for us when we needed some things, and she just and matter of fact, speaking of my daughter, when my wife had a situation, she chose to leave her job and came and stayed with us maybe 2 weeks to a month, 2 to 3 weeks, and took care of my daughter while my wife recovered or was getting back stronger from her situation. Uh, and now, listen what I said. She chose to come all the way from Mississippi, not for no 1 or 2 days. I'm talking about and stayed for at least 2 to 3 weeks. I'm talking about she slept nose to nose with my daughter. My wife ain't had to do nothing. I told my wife, and we laugh about it to this day. I said, you need to go around there and get that baby. My wife didn't understand at the time, and maybe the way I said it, was she probably took it as I'm saying that, she need to have the baby and not her mom. But I was telling her, I said, hey, you need to go around and get that baby. I said, every time I wake up in the morning, your mama got the baby. I said, your mama feeding the baby, your mama walking around with the baby. Now Mama West was doing what grandmothers do, spoiling the whole grits out of my daughter. My daughter, if my daughter breathed hard, she had up in her arms. She was feeding her, walking around with her, sleeping with her, nose to nose, make sure. But I knew that my daughter was going to get used to the liking and the smell of her grandmother, Nevin West. My wife, what you mean? I'm trying to get ready. We laugh about it now. Yeah, she'll tell you. She'll tell you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's fun. I said, you better go around there and get that baby. I said, that baby sleep with your mama every night. You need to bring that baby around here. Now, it was, and I know another reason why Mama West did it. She did it because she knew I was getting up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, going to work, working 12 hours. So she did it. So I didn't have to worry about waking up in the morning. But I was just trying to, doing the wee hours of the morning. But I was telling my wife, and that said, hey, you better go get her. My wife, I need my rest. All right then. Listen, truth, 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 truth. No, she wasn't. Was she the first grandchild? Yes, she was. She was. She was. That's going back to the comment about the feeding them children the cornbread and gravy. Yep, yep, yeah. Or she was the first grandchild. That's right. She was. You're totally right. Yep, she was the first grandchild. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. And she put that first grandchild charm and love on her. And man, listen, my wife would tell you, I said, you better get that baby. So when it was time for uh Mama Nevlin to leave, I remember I'm telling she had her all the way to the time she walked out the door to leave. She had her in her arms. All right, baby girl, you ready to go? My wife was like, all right, mama, boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. And when she closed the door and walked out, and my wife, had it in her arms, and I can see my daughter kind of like, she was, because babies relate then in the early stages through smell and touch. You know, that's how they relate. Um, or said she was the same way. And listen, when that door closed, and my wife would tell you, 15 to 20 seconds. I don't mean 15 to 20 minutes. My daughter started crying and she was bawling. And I'm talking about that infant. But she was looking for that comfort, that shoulder, that breast, that bosom. Excuse me. That bosom to lay upon. And it wasn't there. And my wife was like, my wife got the bottle, put it in her mouth. That ain't work. My wife changed the diaper. That ain't work. My wife put on the shoulder. That ain't work. She looked at me and said, what's wrong? What's wrong, my baby? This was, y'all know those infants get those cries and you don't know what the heck wrong with it. My daughter was, I said, I told you. And it took about, I don't know, it took about maybe an hour or so before my daughter kind of like calmed down. Yeah, but that was funny. I said, I told you. But Grandma Nevlin, again, happy Mother's Day to Mother Nevlin, who, again, very, very, very special person. Appreciate you, love you for what you have done for me and my family. All right, let's see. Beth said, see Todd Sunday. Okay, tell Coach Brad I would be in there with him, but I gotta finish this podcast. But I'll probably do the replay later on today. Love you, Beth. Oh, what's going on, man? Hey, bro, I got it. I walked in the house about 10 o'clock or 10:30 last night, man. This is my bro, Dwayne. We that's my travel buddy, my partner, my travel brother when I go out of town. Like I said, we got back from Philadelphia last night for an E2M event. For those you don't know, I'm part of I like saying this. I'm part of the E2M staff. We fly out all over the country holding fitness and wellness meetups. We go out and meet our many family members in the E2M community, and we book convention centers, and we hold up to 800 to 1,000 people at a time in a workout session. And you know what makes me feel good about that? It's true. But yeah, we got back from Philly last night, and listen, I almost missed my flight last night, but he actually missed his flight. We was eating, and I was like, man, it's such and such time, and I had to go this way, and he had to go that way. We did our little dap up, boom, 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 and we went our separate ways. And listen, they were closing the door in on me. He said, I got in there too. Woo, cha. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was. Hey, man. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take the blame for that one, man. That was my bad because I guess we was a little closer to my terminal than we was to yours. But that's my bro, Dwayne, right there. All right, let's get back to the Mother's Day, and then going to bring it back to here's my mother, Norma Jean Mickens, the one who gave birth to this here guy that you're looking at right now. My mother is she's a very beautiful, as well as all other ladies I have talked about. Y'all know that the mother son relationship is very unique. There are things that I would talk to my mother about that I wouldn't dare talk to my daddy about, even though he probably wouldn't have a problem of me talking to him about it. It's just that, and all the boys in the family, they can tell you. I mean, we talked with mom about stuff that I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, we had them conversations with mom. Mama, I did mess around them nasty behind girl. I'm talking about just but mama, man, even now, I can go over there and sit down on the porch with her and my father. They retired. Go down and sit down on the porch with her. And she, hey boy, I'll always be her boy, even though I'm the oldest. But hey boy, how you doing? Yeah, she always on me about getting rest. I must say, her and my father doing an awesome job. They are a part of the fitness program I'm in with E2M, and just to see them two getting healthy, staying healthy together does my heart all the good. My mother, she showed me a lot, and my mother's the ideal person who I needed in my life, as far as to help me continue. I believe her and my wife have some of the same qualities and the same characteristics. And a lot of times you do find a person that I don't want to say mimics your mother, but you look for the characteristics, and I don't think you purposely do it, but there are many characteristics and things that her and my wife share. Uh, and like I said, mama, she me and my mother have an awesome, great relationship where you know it's just awesome. Like I said, I I remember who taught me my first song, even though my daddy, quote unquote, would be the singer in the family. Of course, my brothers and everybody sing, but pops, uh, even though he would be considered the singer of our family, out of him, my mama, my two sisters and two brothers, he considered the singer. That was the first singer that we ever knew about. But my mother taught me my first song. I still remember it. And that first song that my mom taught me was "Got to get this message to Jesus. Got to get this message to him. Can't get it over by airplane. Can't get it over by train. The only way that I can get it over is to fall down on my knees and pray." I remember that. I remember my mama singing, teaching me my first song ever. Yeah. Thank you. No, but and like I said, love and appreciate this lady to life. Love and appreciate. She has saved me from a lot of disciplinary actions by my father. I must say, yes, she has. She saved me from a lot of disciplinary actions from my father. Well, let's just say she did what she could. Yeah, she did what she could. My mama taught us a long time ago. Make sure that she told her boys, make sure you know how to cook. You know, yeah. She made sure we know how to cook. And just some memorable stories. My mom used to come in the room. And I was working at the end of the house. She's like, "Todd, yes, ma'am. Um, uh, give me some money for lunch. I need some lunch money." I said, how much you money? I just need a couple dollars. So I said, what's a couple dollars? 20. I said, wait a minute, hold up, ma. Now I know she didn't need it, because of course my dad was there, but I mean he was already going at work, but she didn't go without. But she used to come in, and I know she used to get a kick out of waking me up, before she go to work, to ask me for some lunch money. I know she used to get a kick out of it. But I found out later on that she had some coworkers who was going through some hard time, and not only would she get herself something to eat, but she would get some of the coworkers something to eat as well. She come in and ask for a couple dollars. I would give her, $2 or $3. She's like, "What am I eat with $2 or $3?" So I had to go. God dog. So it kind of was almost like a weekly thing. I knew at least 2 or 3 days out of the week she was gonna come in there, and I know she already had lunch money, because the one thing daddy would go without to make sure everybody had. But it was just her thing. That was our little thing. And man, she come to ask for it. Listen, y'all remember when beepers was popular? Good morning, Helen. My mama would beat me 911, right? My mother would beat me 911. I said, Mom, what you need? Oh, on your way home, get some bread. Man, Mama, come on now. On the way home, get some bread? Yeah, this lady right here beat me 911 to get some bread. This the happy Mother's Day to my lovely mother, Norma Jean Mickens, mother of 5 grandchildren to a plethora. Yeah, grandmother to a plethora, and like I said, I wouldn't be where I am today. First of all, without her giving birth to me, but also without her instilling the things that she has um, in my life. She be asking about my daughter. She say, "How Kaya doing?" Yeah, that good. She always says, my mom always says about my daughter. Oh, she work. One thing about that Kaya work now. Kaya work. Yeah, Kaya work. Kaya go by the house, and she said, Kaya came and see. Yeah, child. And grandparents and parents do this too. I ain't care how good or bad children doing, right? Uh, 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 they child, grandchild, or whoever, they could be done just got caught in a bank robbery, but them grandparents, yeah, I got some good children. My children ain't never done that. Yeah, I got good children. They on the news for bank robbery. Good children, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, great. But yeah, she always talking about my daughter. Oh yeah, yeah, that care, care always work. Her and my daddy called my daughter Michelle. Well, my daddy called her Michelle, and sometimes my mom do it too. But mom, listen, happy Mother's Day. Appreciate you. Just go a shout out my to my mother, Norma Mickens. Let me get back. I think I got everybody except my wife. So I'll make sure I went through all the pictures I wanted to show. Oh, here's a picture. When I was in the military. Looked like I was a might have been a Lance. Oh, yeah, the private first class in the Marines right there. Yep. Standing tall. Yep. Got a little military history there. Standing tall. I don't know where we was, but it's a picture of me and my mother. Now let's go back. And last but definitely not least, of course, my wife Shavisha, who uh who gave me blessed me with the birth of my daughter, and also blessed me with the with how can I put this, with treating my son as if he was her own. Uh, there are many people who be in relationships, and when they have children or kids on the outside, there is a problem. There's a problem. Never had a situation with my wife. Her and my son have an awesome relationship. She definitely from day one uh make sure um she treated him just as good as she would treat um me and her daughter. And like I said, my wife blessed me with my daughter, and That's just a blessing. She just a awesome excuse me, awesome because I know that they as a man, I look at things kind of just s- straightforward. I ain't even looking to the left or to the right on a lot of things, but my wife, she had to especially when it comes to uh my daughter, she had to open up my eyes to a couple things. I know there are conversations and situations and things that them two talk about that I never know about. But like I said, one of the best gifts that she gave me uh, in life is giving me uh, my daughter. So happy birthday to this special woman, the CEO. Like I said, everybody knows she handles the uh, the programming for the TV show. She does the set whatever I need, she does it. She's always very ambitious, always chasing a goal to get to. She's a guidance counselor. And listen, um, I give her extra props as well because she's not only a mother to her daughter and mother to our son, but at the school she's one of the few that is respected by the kids. Um, and even though some of those kids may have mothers, they might not have a tender, loving mother figure at their home. Uh, but they give her the respect. They come to her and talk about um, uh, and when I say intimate things, I'm talking about things that are sincere to their heart, or things that they may be concerned about, or things that she kept, and they come to her if they about to shut the school down and go through and jump on everybody in the building. Once they get in front of my wife, they respect her as that mother figure where she's probably one of the few people on staff that can talk them down out of the situation. Oh, they know they just about to blow up their run to her office, and I could be on the phone talking with her and I can hear Miss Mickens. And she be like, wait a minute, what is wrong with such and such and such? And then she goes into mother mode and breaks them all the way down. And I don't mean fussing. I'm talking about just talks them all the way down. Talks them off the ledge. Talks them off the ledge. So she not only she is first, of course, first priority, a great mother to our kids, but she is an awesome mother to hundreds of kids. She chooses to go to the extra training and the extra schooling this and the extra that and the stand up extra late and going in extra early, going to the because let's be honest, guys, especially with teachers and people in the school system, a lot of them probably really don't want to be out there for these extracurricular activities, but they realize there is far and few people who really care and love these kids. Now, and this is just one example of motherly love. We were leaving a football game, and nowadays, getting into football games at school systems, there ain't no cash being transferred. Everything is by you're scanning. So me and her was leaving. Me and her and my daughter was leaving, and there was one of her students who was outside, right outside the gate, sitting on the ground. And she was like, "Why are you out here?" He said, "Oh, I didn't know it was you had to use buy your ticket online. You can't use cash." Now we could have kept walking to the car, and it wasn't nothing but $3. Not like it was a big thing, but she actually, stopped and made sure she took care. Listen, ain't that like the shepherd who goes out and get that one sheep, the one that's lost? She took time out for that one person. Now, whether he really appreciated, whether he said thank you later, um, or the next day at school, or whether it's embedded in his mind, I'm pretty sure it is, because there were staff members, I'm sure, that saw him sitting there and probably could have just did what she did. It probably, like I said, wasn't number $3, but she took the time out to make sure. Hey, she said, "Get up, come over here. I got you," and got him in the game. So happy Mother's Day, Trevisha. Um, for being a mother, not only again to mine and yours, but to those in your school system as well. All right, guys. I think I covered everything. As a matter of fact, let me go back and read, like they say in the church, read. Let me go back and read let me see the post. I think y'all can see that, right? Okay, let me read it. It's supposed to Happy Mother's Day to these very special women who are a major part of my life. My mother, Norma Mickens, who gave birth to me and gave me the best love a mother could give a child. My grandmothers who have gone to glory land. Yep, who gave me the special attention only that grandmothers could give. My mother-in-law, Nevelyn West, who holds me down all the way in Mississippi and makes me feel that I'm one of her own and makes sure I'm at home, away from home whenever we go visit. And to Evangelist Janice Bridges, who has been a mother figure from way back in the day, to not only me but my wife when she moved to South Carolina, and a grandmother figure to my daughter as well. Last but not least, to my mother, to the mother of my kids, Travisha Mickens, who gave I should say who gave me my daughter and treated my son as her own. I love and appreciate these women to the fullest. So again, ladies, happy Mother's Day. I appreciate y'all. We got Pearl chimed in, Zukia chimed in, Essie Garner chimed in, Dale Baker chimed in. So once more again, thank you. Now let me see. Let me go to this right here, because this is coming up. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Coming up. The Garden of Prayer Family Life Center, Highway 33, Orangeburg, South Carolina. Featured audience on this program: T.C. Smith and the Smith Brothers, Women of Strength, the Asheville Heirs, Jason Singleton and Friends, featuring Flossie Boy Johnson and Favor, the McDuffies, but the anniversary group, the main group of the day would be my good friend Evangelist Michelle Tucker and Worship. They will be celebrating next week, if I'm not mistaken. That is a Saturday, May the 20th. They will be celebrating an awesome singing event. Let me make sure. I gotta make sure. Yes, this Saturday, the Garden of Prayer Family Life Center, Highway 33, Orangeburg, South Carolina, feature artist T.C. Smith and the Smith Brothers, Women of Strength, the Ashford Heirs, Jason Singleton and Friends. Thanks, sweetheart. Y'all, this is my wife bringing in one of the sponsors of the early morning praise with the Hell Hot Coffee. That's my wife bringing in my coffee. Yep. There you go. The McDuffies service starts at 5 p.m. Advanced tickets $15 at the door. They are $20 the day of the program. This is their 12th anniversary. That's right. God said he is set it right, my battle. Want you to know that he'll lie for me. Say, never lost no battle, and I know he never will. God said he is set it right, my battle. Want you to know that. All right. Now let's see. Let's go back to cousin. What's going on, cousin LaDon? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Doc. Appreciate you, man. And again, happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. Let me get a few commercials in here. We got some events coming up throughout the Here's one by C. Snell Productions.
C. Snell Productions proudly presents Deacon Brown and the Harmonizing 648th Anniversary Celebration. Sunday, June 11th. Doors open at 4. Program will begin at 5. Coming to the Calhoun County High School, 150 St. Avenue in St. Matthews. Featuring Roy and Revelation. Sonny Brown Experience. Mary Myers and the Team of Joy. The Singing Angels. New Elevation and the Mighty Gospel Saints. Admission $15 in advance, $20 at the door. 3 $100 prizes for raffle will be given away. Hosted by Terry Williams. For more information, call 803-479-5489 or 803-682-2885. Make plans now to attend the 48th anniversary celebration of Deacon Brown and the Harmonizing Six. Sunday, June 11th, coming to the Calhoun County High School, 150 Saints Avenue in St. Matthews, South Carolina.
South Carolina, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Mickens family! Y'all ready? Y'all know what time it is. Do what I want you to do. Come on. Get up out of the seats. Shout to you. Better. Come on. Get up out of the seat. Come on now. Shout, shout, shout. Get up out of your seat and shout to you. Feel better. Get up out of your seat and shout to you. Feel better. Wow! Y'all want to hear a little bit more of that? Let's go one more round. Tell your neighbor, ain't no more.
All right, and we are back. Listen, today, I know I say this a lot, but we will be shutting down a little bit early today. Like I said, I got back from Philadelphia last night, and I am tired. I have some things I need to take care of a little bit early this morning. But we're right at 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the top of that. What time is 8:25? Let's go to 8:30. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. But listen, I appreciate you guys, man. And listen, I know, let me say this right here. There are many things that you can do, or on this day of Mother's Day or any birthday or whatever celebration day. But some people can or can't, may be able to do gifts, to do this and do that. But the thing is that you at least talk to someone and let them know that you appreciate them and love them. And it's the thought that matters. It is a thought that matters. Don't get all bent out of shape if you couldn't get something, and don't get bent out of shape if you didn't get anything. Especially if you know a situation, because and maybe I look at it from a one lens angle. But I tell my family all the time, speaking of in house, my mother, not my mother, but my daughter and my wife, my concept is, for whatever day, special birthday. Now my wife, she knows how to do some of the special. She gets me some things. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can use that. But I'm always like, listen, long as, especially like Christmas holiday, long as you happy, our bills paid, all I need. The best gift I can do is see a smile on your face and know you, my daughter, my son, my mom and dad, and knowing that you guys are all right. And one of the worst things I think people do, and you put a lot of people in a bad position where, and I'm pretty sure somebody at church gonna walk up to the man and the wife and like, what you get for Mother's Day? What you got for Christmas? Where he taking you? Where you going? And listen, you don't know nobody's financial. Listen, y'all, stop doing that. Stop doing that. You put people in bad positions. Whatever you and yours doing or what they doing for you, let that be. Just say Happy Mother's Day and God bless you and move on. Just say Merry Christmas and God bless you and move on. Just say Happy Birthday. God bless you. Just say Happy Valentine's Day. God bless you and move on. Stop. Just what? And listen, this will get me when they do it right in front of the other person. What she get you for Father's Day? What she get you for your birthday? What he get you for your? And you sitting there like, that's a pet peeve of mine. That is a pet peeve of mine. Okay, that is a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, that is a pet peeve of mine, man. Yeah, listen, it's not your business what I got, what I receive or what I'm given. Just say, listen, um um and the reason I can say this about Christmas, I go back to the days where I remember, and we were never poor. So I don't want nobody to think I'm saying that we was in, but my mom and daddy, we had just recently moved up in North Carolina. It was me, what it was five of us. Justin and Cole was maybe about a year and a half apart, less than a year apart. And um but they had good friends in North Carolina, from the Bakers to the Bogers. But there were times where things get hard for people and families at different times. And listen, I'm not saying that I'm going through no hard times. I'm not saying that nobody I know going through hard times. But if it wasn't for some of the good people in High Point, North Carolina, who knew that my mother and father needed help during the Christmas holidays, when I know now that I'm older, I understand that they didn't have the capabilities of doing what they wanted to do for us, but they had friends and family, or friends who were like family, who took my brothers in as their god kids, my sisters, me, myself, and they came to the house with gifts so that we can have a happy Christmas or whatever. I mean, listen, you just got you you never know where a person is financially, and it can some of these holidays can throw people into depression because of what they can or can't do for their loved ones. And here you is with your happy self doing it in front of everybody. Hey, get what he get you for Christmas? What? I hate hearing that on the phone. If 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 I hear a conversation on the phone, whether it's my wife, daughter, mama, sister, somebody, and I hear the other person on the other line asking them what he got you for Christmas, or what he got you, or what you got your husband, what you gonna do for your husband on Father's Day today, or what you got her for Valentine. Listen, that ain't none of your business. And now you now you on the car ride home or you to church, and your wife got her mouth poke out, the husband got his lip poke out, the kids got their lip poke out, because, and listen, they probably already know the situation, but now you done scraped the scab off the wound. Y'all ain't want to hear me in that, huh? I love what Aura says. It's not your business. It's not your business. A guy by the name of Frank Wright, who I worked with at the steel plant I was at for about 12 to 15 years. He told me a long time ago, he said, Mickens, because we were just talking about gifts. I don't even know how we got on the subject, but he said, a lot of people will go out of the way. And, and this is what interesting. And this is where I learned also. People will go out the way and get you gifts that they think you would be at all. Oh, wow. And I've learned a lot of times you would get somebody a gift, and if you don't get a immediate response of how you think they should feel about the gift, you automatically was like, oh, so they don't appreciate it. Okay, listen, when you give a person a gift, you looking for that. Ooh, oh my, thank you so very much. Listen, we was in Philadelphia laughing about this. Me and my roomie, Dwayne, this long time ago. Uh, I know one of my wife's favorite colors is purple, so I think I had got some purple roses or something. This is a long, long time ago, and you know, I think I got some purple roses or some purple tulips or something. Bought the, Happy Mother's Day or Happy Birthday or whatever it was. Now, my thing is the reaction I wanted from her when I gave her the roses was, oh, okay, they're purple, which she loved them, but after she received them and she had like laid them across the table. Now, let me tell you now, this was maybe, I don't know, 10 or so plus years ago. Do you know after she laid them on the table, we might have had dinner, might have went out. Every time I walked past that table, you know, you know what I was looking at? I was looking at, now she ain't picked them flowers up yet. Every time I walk past it, but let me tell you what it was. I was looking for the gratification or the satisfaction of what I got. Once you choose a gift, it ain't got nothing to do with how you feel about it no more. That person receives the gift. It's theirs to do with whatever they want. But me, in my mind, I had it already planned out. She gonna put these gifts. She gonna put this thing in a vase. She gonna go buy some topsoil. She gonna get some nutrients and make sure these flowers live for 30 more days. And y'all know when you buy those flowers out the pharmacy or the grocery store, those things ain't gonna last no more than 3 to 5 days. They ain't gonna. But listen, when you buy a ring, necklace, a card, or this and that, we the giver, and this is why you have to be careful in what frame of mind you give when you giving for church and tithes and offerings and all this stuff. You have to give from the abundance of your heart and not expecting something from the gift that you give. Lord have mercy, I'm about to do a Dr. Reese. I'm about to take a sip on that. It ain't got nothing to do with their reaction to now. Of course, you want somebody to appreciate. Now I said I was gonna get off at 8:30, but it done got good. The person is supposed to appreciate it, but who are you to tell the person how to appreciate it? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. Listen, this is truth I'm talking about here. And you know what I noticed when I started speaking that truth? I see those numbers drop because people don't. Probably some mothers or probably somebody was listening and they yeah now yeah. When you give a gift, a person should appreciate the gift, but I can't tell you how to appreciate the gift that I give you because if it's a gift, it is something that I have given and it is yours now. I have no more attachment to that gift. That's how a lot of times in the church, people, I give my tithe, they ain't using the money like they should. Listen, you gave according to from the abundance of your heart, whatever's done with the money after that, you that should make sure that shouldn't make you dictate what type of toilet paper they have just because you gave your tithes and your offerings. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's right. Or that's right. That's right. That's right. Barbara says, give it to me and allow me how I feel. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of times we get so caught up in the reaction of how we think the person should feel about something that we gave. So let me ask you a question, especially to my church folks. So when you give your tithes and offering as we supposed to give into God, you think God turning backflips because you gave? If not from the heart, keep it. I love that. I love that. If not from the heart, keep it. Sometimes it's as smooth as, hey, today don't do nothing. I got this today. Don't worry about cooking. Don't worry about nothing. You just sit back. You know, sometimes you need to tell your spouse, you just sit back and be lazy today. Yeah. Today is lazy day. Today is don't lift a hand, don't lift a finger day. Today is don't worry about some don't worry about gas in the car this week. Don't worry about your lunch this week. I got that all this week. We so caught up in the moment of I want you to do backflips today over what I just done for you. When you can say, listen, as my listen, this right here, boom, boom, boom. To listen, something as simple as a phone call or a conversation. Happy Mother's Day, happy birthday, happy Father's Day, Merry Christmas. Hey, I was just thinking about you today. And let me get on this right here. My condolences to I know we have, especially in our quartet field, um, Pastor Tim Rogers lost his wife. And we definitely send our condolences over to him and his family. They had this thing about Jamie Foxx, but this is what I want to get to here. We will see a celebrity or a well-known person go through trials and tribulations of sickness or death, and Facebook will flood. Can y'all imagine when you going through something personally and you know your family members know you sick or you've had bereavement and you won't even send a concerned heart, you won't even call and check on the people who you know about? Yeah, now I like this. It's your day. Just relax. Yeah. You won't even check on the people who you know about. My condolences and prayers are with Tim Rogers and the family. Yes, definitely. Because there's nothing wrong with sending your condolences, but you have people in your own family, in your own circle, who you know dealing with pain and suffering. And I ain't saying you got to do it over Facebook, but you won't even get them a phone call. But somebody who you will never meet in your life. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jamie Foxx, right? I don't know if it's true or what, or maybe he just had a little sickness. But oh man, I'm hearing there. Oh, special prayers for Jamie Foxx. Oh, prayers, Lord, I love Jay. And you got your own family members who you won't even send a hey bro, hey sis, hey mom, dad, auntie, uncle, grandma. You won't even ask them how they doing. Jamie Foxx will never see you a day in his life. This goes into a text that the rapper, icon, entrepreneur Rick Ross said: "Support your family members just as well as you support these strangers on the internet that who you never will know, never will see." A lot of people put more effort in supporting people. They would never come into Do you think a Kanye West needs you to spread help spread the news about him, period? His content, his whatever he's selling? No. But you can have your own brothers, sisters, or mother, father, auntie, or family members doing some of the, whether it's selling dinners, selling clothes, selling the product, or whatever, and you won't even share. You won't even compliment. You have brothers and sisters, family members that's sick. You won't even call them or stop by and say, "Hey, how you doing? I heard you was feeling bad." But somebody popular who probably would never read your post, you'll put 40 pictures, 40 posts. Oh, prayers for this person. How about prayers for your own family members? How about prayers for your own church members? Yeah, let me get out of here, guys. I ain't gonna start. Good morning, cuz. What's going on? Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me stop, because if I keep going, I'm gonna go. But yeah, this is support your own. I mean, it really disturbs me with so many. But listen, there's nothing wrong with saying prayers and condolences for, or prayers for Jamie Foxx, or condolences for this person, or that person. But what about your own people who you know going through? And listen, anything I talk about, I can always point the finger back at me. I think sometimes that we take for granted, or don't understand the severity of making sure that you look out there and take care of your own. Yeah. So before you give Jamie Foxx a prayer, how about pray for your own? Before you give Jamie Foxx a shout out, how about you give a shout out to your own? Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Y'all, I done got hot. Y'all, I done start perspiring up in here, man. Yeah. But you know what? We're gonna close it on out. I gotta get ready to get out of here. I gotta get ready. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is keep it on. Again, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Love you all, man. Appreciate you guys. This has been a fun episode edition of the TV show Early Morning Praise, and as well as Todd Mickens that talk about his podcast. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Mother's Day. Have a happy day, period. Listen, look at somebody, tell them you love them, and tell them you love them with the love of Christ. It ain't nothing that they can do about it. I appreciate and I love each and every one of you guys, and I can't wait to see you all again. I see people coming in. You know, it's always ironic as we get ready to go off, people start chiming in. I be like, man, we getting ready to go, and now y'all coming into the building. Yeah, thank y'all. Trey Dixon, Barbara, all the way from Ron Porter, LaDon Aura, Barbara again, just everybody, Craig, RJ. Oh, yeah. Bro, don't tell them you appreciate it. Express the love, not American Express. And listen, let me shut this down. I got to shout out. Listen, brother RJ, man, much respect, much love, brother. I hope you're still on here. I didn't mean to pass by your comment. Listen, much love, much respect to you, man. First of all, much love and respect, and appreciation on your health journey. And bro, you doing good. Let's just say you on your way. I'm gonna just leave it right there. But bro, you on your way. In the E12 community, brother, you are well known in Philly. I would just say that. I hope you're still on here, and I hope you hear it. But you are well known in Philadelphia. Okay. There was a lot of people asking about you in Philadelphia. Okay, everybody looking for RJ in Philadelphia. So bro, much love and much appreciation to you, man. Yeah, let me get back to the music. So let's go ahead and keep it on rolling. Yeah, you're right. Make sure when you chime in, make sure you remind me, okay? No problem. Listen, guys, I love y'all. We are out of here. I want y'all to tell somebody that you love them, and nothing they can do about the guys. We will see y'all next time. I am out of here. I gotta get ready to church.